Many believe the Chiefs are on the verge of a fall, even with all the brilliance of Patrick Mahomes. Is that true? The Kansas City Chiefs' journey to NFL history hangs in the balance, and you won't believe the details we have in store. With a stunning 15-1 record, back-to-back Super Bowl titles, and Mahomes' dazzling defenses, it seems nothing can stop them. But what if I told you that many are already predicting an imminent downfall despite all this brilliance? And wait until you hear what TJ Watt had to say after a recent loss. Don't miss a single detail of these incredible updates. Hit that like button, and let's dive in together. The Kansas City Chiefs have dominated the NFL over the past few years, securing Super Bowl victories in 2022 and 2023. Now, they head into the playoffs boasting an impressive 15-1 record. On paper, everything looks perfect. Home field advantage, 2 weeks of rest for key players, and just 2 wins away from another Super Bowl appearance. Sounds like destiny, right? Not so fast. Here's the catch. There are those who wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the Chiefs' season crumbled, whether that's in the divisional round or facing heartbreak again in the Super Bowl. Many believe the end of this success streak isn't a question of if but when. And, of course, history doesn't lie. No team in NFL history has ever won 3 consecutive Super Bowl titles. Winning one is already a Herculean task. Just ask legends like Dan Marino, Barry Sanders, or Randy Moss, who never had the honor of hoisting the trophy. Now imagine doing it twice in a row and going for a third. The odds are sky high, like a Steph Curry three-pointer from mid-court. The Chiefs have already escaped numerous close calls over the past 2 years. In 2022, they narrowly defeated the Bengals, thanks to Harrison Butker's 45-yard field goal in the closing seconds of the AFC Championship. And against the Eagles in the Super Bowl, it took another clutch kick from Butker to secure the title. The following year was even tougher, with narrow victories over teams like the Dolphins and Bills, culminating in a strenuous showdown with the Ravens and a thrilling overtime win against the 49ers. Think about everything that could have gone awry during those critical moments. An incomplete pass, a penalty, a bad snap. The margins of error were razor-thin. The fact that the Chiefs survived so many tight situations is almost miraculous. The real question is, can they sustain that magic for another year? Even optimistic analysts like Colin Cowherd, who recently called the Chiefs a more mature and efficient version of last year's team, acknowledge that everything could fall apart. Kansas City might be winning games, but without the dominant brilliance of past dynasties like Brady and Belichick's Patriots, a stronger, faster, and hungrier opponent could end this streak. When it happens, whether it's the Bills, Ravens, Eagles, Lions, or even the Packers, nobody will be shocked. After all, history is not on their side, and winning in the NFL is not for the faint of heart. Kansas City's reign as king of the mountain might be nearing its end. So tell me, do you think the Chiefs can keep this streak alive, or are they heading for a stumble? Share your thoughts in the comments. Speaking of domination, wait until you hear what Mahomes did against the Steelers. It's even more impressive. Patrick Mahomes continues to be a nightmare for any NFL defense, and TJ Watt knows it better than anyone. After the Chiefs secured their 15th win of the season by defeating Pittsburgh, the star defender praised Mahomes during a post-game press conference. Watt admitted, "Look, it's no secret he's an incredible player. He's got great weapons and a solid scheme. You can't give him space or let him get comfortable in the pocket, and we didn't manage to do any of those things today." The usually fierce Steelers defense, led by Watt, couldn't even sack Mahomes once. The Chiefs' offensive line, which recently made key adjustments by moving Joe Thuney to left tackle and Mike Sendo to guard, was flawless in holding off the pressure. This reshuffle has been crucial in Kansas City's 3-game winning streak. Meanwhile, Mahomes did what he does best, finishing the game completing 29 of 38 passes for an impressive 320 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 127.21. This performance marked Mahomes' 48th game with over 300 yards in a regular season and the 56th of his career with a passer rating above 100. If the Steelers' defense couldn't contain Mahomes, it's clear why the Chiefs' quarterback remains every opponent's worst nightmare. The combination of talent, scheme, and offensive protection makes it evident that Kansas City is once again the team to beat. What they're doing is something special, but is it sustainable? The adjusted offensive line performed remarkably against the Steelers, but let's remember, even Mahomes isn't infallible. With the playoffs approaching, they have a lot to prove. If you want to stay updated on this potential historic chapter, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for our next updates.